Moncada has spoken. Moncada has spoken. And I thought I might give you my thoughts about the interview because I see a lot of people being very, very enthusiastic about this interview. To me, it's just like, it's kind of whatever. So basically, he's explaining the ways of AC Milan, the way scouting works, the way we get all our awesome players like Origi and Emerson Royal, pun intended, and why he chose Fonseca for the role of coach, which is basically pretty much easy because you filter your Excel or your data, and you write, okay, I'm looking for a coach that costs less than 3 millions and doesn't complain whether you don't buy the players that he wants or you sell the players that he doesn't want to sell. That's the criteria. Jokes aside, which are not really jokes, the first choice, as you know, it was Lopetegui. Lopetegui that currently isn't doing that great either. So we went for Fonseca. So what he says is that Fonseca was chosen for his fantastic football that he saw in while he was coaching in France, and he said that we saw really beautiful football against Inter and Real Madrid. Yes, we did, but that's just 2 games. What about all the other games? I mean, I'm, are we gonna say this at the end of the Serie A? Are we gonna say, well, but that Real Madrid game, mwah, was perfetto. That Real Madrid game was so beautiful that I am happy for the financial trophy and the Real Madrid trophy. Is this what we're gonna get? Maybe, maybe. So he went into the scouting. So there is a lot of praise, obviously, for renders because it's the one player that the data and the algorithm got correctly. But you gotta remember that for every renders, you have Origi, you have Ballo-Touré, you have Musa, you have Emerson Royal, you know, Pavlovic even you can put there now. All of these players that are a failure, right? Renders, why Renders was a great scouting? Because Renders was being followed since the AZ. Nobody was following him, pretty much, right? And so AC Milan followed him and signed him. So that is good scouting, and this is something that we should do more. Because, like, I don't know, do you call Fofana scouting? Do you call like Pulisic scouting? He said like about Fofana that he was following him way before the Ligue 1, but then when he arrived in Ligue 1, a lot of other teams came in and it was hard to get. Yeah, no shit. That's what happens. I mean, it's like the data that AC Milan has, I'm sure that the same data are available to a lot of other teams. So it's not that this is our perfect system that we created. We're using the data that a lot of teams are using, right? We can agree on this, right? So a lot of signings we did were pretty bad. We got some good ones like Pulisic. I mean, is Pulisic scouting? Pulisic is not scouting because you knew Pulisic. I knew Pulisic. Pulisic was awesome. The question with Pulisic was, okay, can he play good after the injury, right? But that's it. I don't count that as scouting. Loftus-Cheek played well with Chelsea, with Sarri, if you remember. All this data-driven data check is like, yes, but is as of now is not really working in AC Milan. AC Milan is not performing that well to say that the scouting is working. If you want to, scouting is important, but you gotta have it with. If you want to win in the short time as well, you gotta also buy champions, right? The thing that AC Milan doesn't want to do because their scouting system is. Does it cost less than 20 millions? Yes, no. Yes, we are not interested. No, let's try to lowball everything. So that's what we saw. Morata obviously is not scouting. Everybody knew Morata, and he's a good signing. Go figure. Like the champions are usually good signings. So the scouting system, in my opinion, is not working too well, or we get to the players way too late when other like teams from the Premier League are interested in them, and so we can't buy them anymore because we don't want to put more than 20 millions on the table. Our team is obviously wasn't ready, and we can see that now by results. You see how AC Milan is performing and where he's in Serie A tells a lot, and it's clear that the team was not ready and not enough was done on the market, which is a mistake. And it's not only about the main team, but also the Serie C team, Milan Futuro, is doing horribly, very very badly. I don't know if it's a question of the coach or something, but like we're last in Serie C, which is very very sad. It's sad that he and Imarimovic talk every day. Every day they eat together, they talk together, they talk about Ibrahimovic most likely and how beautiful and cool he is. Yeah, I mean, he said pretty normal stuff in my opinion. It's like he didn't say anything revolutionary. Fine, I can say that finally somebody at AC Milan spoke, and he wasn't Jerry saying that I'm never gonna spoke to the fans anymore until I get them the results, which we're not getting, by the way. So he talked about the expected goals thing, that metric that is so popular now, which I don't really like. So basically, what happens when AC Milan does scouting is that they watch videos of the player, they watch videos, they make videos of the players, and then they go watch him live. Nice. I'm sure a lot of other teams do that. So it's not very. I see like, because I see many people like praising Moncada now, but like it's a pretty standard method and interview. Like what AC Milan is doing is clearly Moneyball. This is this is the main thing. You buy for low and then you can sell for more, right? So with all the data that they checked, I'm still in awe for the fact that we actually got Emerson Royal because they saw the video and then they watched him live and they said, yes, this is the right guy. So I'm sorry, I don't want to bash on Emerson Royal, but it's just like, it's a really good example of how things are a bit random right now in AC Milan and players get chosen for reasons that maybe I'm stupid that I don't understand, right? And the players that we get, we have we have to adapt players to play style and a system that they're not familiar with or they're not good with, and by doing so we devalue them. So it's a lot of stuff going on that I don't understand. Also, I'm just a supporter, so really maybe I'm just stupid. So who knows. And then he said that we are in November right now, and at the end of the season, I'm sure we'll see many players who we have made a huge step with Fonseca. Yes, at the end of the season, when we are eighth or ninth in Serie A, let's wait and see. Because I mean, what else can we do? Obviously, we can just sit here, watch Milan, and or get disappointed, or get happy for a night and then get disappointed the other night. So I'm sorry if I'm sounding very negative right now, but that's the way. I'm not negative. I think I'm just really, that's the way AC Milan is. The facts didn't prove much for me. Like, I mean, I don't know if you're happy with this. If you're happy, let me know why at least. If you see a bright future, let me know how you do that, because I don't see really anything. I'm sorry. I mean, I still remember all the press releases in the summer, like Ibrahimovic saying that he stopped Jerry Cardinale, but Jerry Cardinale wanted to spend more money, and Ibrahimovic said, "No, we're perfect like this. We're very competitive for the Scudetto, very much." Understand all this stuff. I remember all this stuff and the way they treat the supporters like we're a bunch of idiots, and then the fake praise that supporters get. So it's a lot of stuff that I don't like in this Milan, but I can do nothing. I'll just watch AC Milan and comment on it pretty much this year. That's how it's gonna go. I'm not expecting really AC Milan to win anything or to even try to win anything. The renewals, I mean, we're still waiting to renew Menyan and Teo Hernandez. And now Renders too. Renders seems pretty positive. But Menyanto Hernandez, I didn't hear anything. Finally, in the interview, he said that they are very positive and they have been talking about the renewal for months now. Because remember that when AC Milan has to renew somebody, it takes a year or so, just to give the time to the players to think about it, because So do you wanna, Mignan? Are you sure you wanna go into a club and make more money while you can stay with this AC Milan and play beautiful football? That's a hard choice. That's a hard choice. I would not know what to do. So to me, to close this thought video, I do think we're kind of wasting time. Like AC Milan has been wasting time now for a while between the change of management and ownership and all the mess that is going on. AC Milan has been wasting a lot, and I'm afraid actually to hear people in the future, in 5 years, or when we're gonna win something. You see, this is thanks to Redbird. Where we are now, you gotta thank Redbird. It's like, yeah, we could have been there sooner. Now, if we had gotten like some really good players the way before, if we actually dared to spend a little bit more money for like affirmed players, we could have been already much in a better shape than now. Because now it's confusional. Like AC Milan is in a state of confusion, as I've said many things. Doesn't really know his identity, doesn't know what he wants to be. He would like to be something, but he cannot be that. So the state of AC Milan is confusing to watch too, because we have like, I feel like I'm bipolar when I watch AC Milan. One times I watch AC Milan and then I'm happy. The next day I watch AC Milan again and it's horrible. Then I'm happy and then I'm sad and then I feel nothing. It's a very strange feeling. It is a strange feeling. Let me know though what you thought about this interview. If you could catch something that maybe I didn't catch. But yeah, to me it was just pretty standard interview. Nothing really revealing. Nah, I don't know. I don't get excited for this stuff. I'm sorry. It's hard to get excited with this stuff and AC Milan in general. But we're gonna have Juventus, Milan Juventus tomorrow. What are your predictions? Because mine are, who the hell knows. But I will. This is my new philosophy in life. Okay, wish for the best, but expect the worst. That way, I should not be disappointed if something happens. Right? Think about it. Ciao, ciao.